Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So today we have our 3 HelloFresh meals. Right over here is the menus with the corresponding bags. These do come in bags, and on the bags is a little QR code, which tells you also what meal it is, and then the QR code also. I will say I have substituted a few items on here because we did wait like, I don't know, 10 days to cook these, so some of the produce is not the best. I believe I only had to really substitute one item, which will be the green beans here for carrots, which I've already pre-sliced up just to kind of save us some time here. These 2 meals are primarily going to be oven made, where this one is going to be stovetop. So I'll probably save the stovetop one for the last, and I'll get the oven ones done first. Now, I know what you might be thinking, just put them both in the oven at the same time if the times are close. I have done that before, and it kind of messes them up just a little bit. So I'm going to do one at a time. While one's cooking, I'll keep prepping the other ones. But we'll definitely do these 2 meals first since they are oven, and this one second, because this is going to be stovetop. So the first meal here is the pork schnitzel, which will be this bag over here. You have some broccoli, which I left in the original broccoli bag that it comes in, so you can see what it comes in. But I'm going to I already had it pre-rinsed, so you'll see it in a little bowl pre-rinsed there. I had to inspect them since again it has been about 10 days. So pork schnitzels first, followed by sheet pan Dijon onion crunch chicken. The green beans have been substituted today for carrots. The green beans were bad and slimy. Again, it's been 10 days. We normally cook these right when we get them to avoid that problem. However, this time we did not. And then the last one that I'll make, which is going to be stovetop, is the sweet chili pork bowls. So again, these are all from HelloFresh. Each bag comes with a unique barcode here, little QR code. And they're also kind of color coordinated too. Orange, green, and this one was blue. Yeah, they're all color coordinated here. Let's see, give me 1 second here. I'm not wearing a microphone because I have my phone charging. This might be a pretty long live stream. So I'm not wearing the microphone. So apologies for audio. Let me get my tablet set up to kind of read comments. And any background noise you might hear is Adriel. I just picked him up. I know I was supposed to come live earlier, but I forgot to take out the meat till like early afternoon, late morning. So I had to rapidly defrost it, which is really easy to do. As I'll show you how the meat packages come here. They package them pretty good, so even if you wanted to just kind of save them for later, I'm not worried about the produce. You can do it. They essentially vacuum pack them, which is nice. Let me switch to my comment stream here on the tablet. Let's see here. Gonna go to our page. So I'll be the third viewer. Let me turn down the audio so I don't double feed us here. There we go. Look, I have my stream on my stream. All right, so for those of you just joining, we are doing the baked meals first here. These are both baked. I do have to do them one at a time. I've made the mistake of doing 2 of them at once before, even though it's the same temperature of 425, which reminds me, let me get my oven preheated. Yeah, so I have done 2 of them at the same time before. It doesn't always turn out the best when I do that, since they both really require the middle rack. And last one I will do, which is stovetop, is the sweet chili pork bowl. Again, I have substituted the green beans today since they went bad for some pre-sliced carrots I've already sliced up. That should still go pretty good with the Dijon chicken. I'm gonna push this one aside first. We'll come to that one when we get ready to cook that one. Let's deal with these 2. So minus the green beans. Let's get our little bag here. Again, I've already defrosted all of them. So we need the chicken. Here's the chicken. These have been rinsed off. They are vacuum sealed, so I will set them down there. They're not going to have like, chicken juice all over everything. And then this one is going to be the pork chops. So I don't see a manufacturer on here that I can tell of who manufactures their meat for them. Nothing's really quite sticking out to me on that one. Looks like raised without antibiotics. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a manufacturer. I'll have to come back. Oh, Standard Meat out of Texas is where the chicken comes from. And then last is the ground pork, which I'll put over here left in the bag. Actually, it might be a while. Let me refrigerate this real quick. Just in case. I'm not too worried about it, but doesn't hurt to be cautious with it. Again, these two are getting cooked first. I'll cook the chicken one technically first. But let's see what we got out of the chicken bag here. So it comes with, here's our cooking instructions here. We have our ciabatta bread. We have our Monterey Jack. And again, a lot of these already come pre-sealed, some of them even vacuum packed. Here's our Dijon mustard. Again, no green beans today, sadly. I was really looking forward to them. And this is the crispy onions. I'm supposed to cover that in crispy onion. I'm going to kind of pre-break it up for a little bit. Get a little bit more crumbs out of it, since I have to cover my chicken in it. So we have this here, and let's look at the other bag, since I'm technically making them both at the same time here. And again, apologies, I don't have my microphone on, so you just have to deal with the phone audio. So we have, wow, how many did they send me? They sent me quite a few potatoes here. So we have our potatoes, which I find funny because they show them as potato wedges. They literally show these as potato wedges, and they send me little yellow potatoes. We have some pork chops here. So let me get this turned around now. Pork chops. I did pre-rinse out the broccoli. I had to inspect it. Again, it's been like 9 or 10 days. So I did fill up my bag, shake it up, rinse it out a few times. It still smells like really fresh broccoli, which is nice. This isn't necessarily vacuum sealed, but it is pretty well sealed. I actually had to cut into it. It's a pretty thick bag. So we have our panko breadcrumbs here, which I will need a Ziploc bag today for these. Interesting. Still wet for me defrosting. Let's put these on the paper towels, actually. There we go. Again, all this is getting cooked here. So we have a lemon. We have some mayonnaise. It's like, this reminds me of being a kid and unpacking your lunch at school and seeing what you got. If you got something good or just a turkey and ham sandwich. Some sour cream, or like Lunchables. You guys remember Lunchables? The all-star ones. I personally preferred the Trizza, which was a pizza with a chocolate sauce and the nachos. Dijon mustard. This is honey. Again, these are just very nondescript. They're just basic stamped, so no real way to know who their manufacturer is. Garlic powder, 3 grams. It literally says 3 grams on it. And what do we have here? Fry seasoning. The fry seasoning almost tastes like a Lawry's seasoning salt. Just not as salty. So that is the end of the pork bag. And is that everything out of here? Oh, I almost forgot something out of the other bag. More garlic powder. So we'll throw that over there. All right, oven is preheating. For those of you just joining, we are doing our HelloFresh meals tonight. You will hear Adriel in the background. He's watching his Leo the truck, which I have turned down. Oven is up to 260 right now. Since I will need 2 baking pans, let me just get those ready real quick. One smaller. should work. Okay. I'm not sure if the Amazon ones were rated for 425. But I'll just play it safe today. That'd be funny. I melted my baking sheet to my food. I will say I do like the Walmart brand of the heavy duty extra long foil. For the regular foil, I just use the heavy duty regular size Reynolds brand. We got number one here, and let me do that one. Close up. And now we'll need a gallon size bag, which I keep forgetting to buy more at the store. It's gonna have more food on it. These are a little bit different sized. It really doesn't matter. I'll put the bigger one for the carrots, just because I have more carrots. All right, so I said I was gonna do the chicken one first. So bacon sheet for the chicken. Now I'm gonna do everything in order here for everyone. Hello, Honest, off of YouTube. I have this streaming on YouTube and Facebook here at the same time here, folks. I'm making HelloFresh meals. So we're making the last three we have right now for tonight: the pork schnitzel, the sheet pan Dijon chicken crunch, and the last one is over here because it is stovetop, and these two are oven. I'll do the stovetop one last, the sweet chili pork bowls. All right, so let's get the chicken one going here real quick. Does technically have the shorter bake time, which is nice. All right, just middle rack. Okay, now it'll literally give you like step-by-step instructions here. So adjust rack to middle position, 425. Place 2 tablespoons of butter in a small bowl and bring to room temperature. Right, so all my butter's in the fridge. Good to know. And that's about 3 tablespoons. Get this pre-cut here. Got the butter. It's probably not going to get warm in time, but whatever. I am putting this in my anchor hocking dish. If you ever used anchor hocking or Pyrex, it's pretty good. Just have to keep that over here. All right, next step here. Pat dry chicken with paper towels, season all over with salt and pepper, place on one side of the baking sheet, spread out. All right, I'm going to put a little bit, and I need just a little bit of olive oil on here, just so nothing sticks. Give me 1 second. I know it says sprinkle with salt and pepper, but I'm going to do one better. I'm going to use just a pinch of Suzy Q on it. It has the salt and the pepper already in it. You know, I'm working with some limited counter space here, so let me go rinse and pat dry the chicken, and I will bring it right back over. All right, got that. All right, the camera's right in front of my garbage can. Hot drawing the chicken. Yeah, apologies, I do not have my microphone on me today. All right, chicken has been pat dry as can be. I'm going to do a little bit of Suzy Q on it over the sink, just a pinch, so I get the salt and pepper in it. All right, the chicken has been seasoned. And I did do both sides. Hear the water coming on and off. I'm just rinsing my fingers off before I wash my hands here really quick. All right, so I got the chicken here. Back to here. All right, pat dry chicken, place one side of the baking sheet. Brush top of chicken with half tablespoon dressing each. All right, what am I basting them with dressing? See, sometimes I just leave this stuff blank here. Brush top. Oh, I believe they mean the mustard dressing. This should be a little bit more specific. Right, so put this on here. These are like really thin breast fillets. I've even seen them send us like chicken tenders before. It's good chicken, but no real consistency always. All right. So yeah, it looks like I'm brushing them with the mustard. Yeah. Sprinkle them on our jack. Crush crispy onions in the package, sprinkle over, place on middle rack for 5 minutes. All right, cool. So let me cut into this here. There we go. So I need to brush a half tablespoon, so this will be fine. I'm going to use my teaspoon. I'll just use 2. I'm not going to try and get a half for now. Whatever, so. Just looking at this one more time here. Half tablespoon dressing on each. So I'll just go with 1 teaspoon on each. Here. Go get my basic brush. Where'd you go, basic? There we go. And again, I'm doing this live, unfiltered, unedited. So you all have the real experience with me. This is going to be a serving for 2 people. They do sell them in 4 and I think even 6. I know the other competitions they do 6 also, so I'm pretty sure HelloFresh does also. So I got that. I did put the Suzy Q on both sides of them. I'm going to step over a cord each time here. All right, next part, if I recall, is the Monterey Jack and then crispy onion. Or use all the Monterey Jack? See, this is where I mess up sometimes. Sometimes I just use all of it, and I'm only supposed to use half, it looks like. So save the other part of the dressing. Cool. Sprinkle Monterey Jack, crispy onion all over. So it didn't tell me to save any. I believe I'm clear. And again, these come in pretty good packages. This one is a little bit pre-perforated here, right on the tip of it. Makes it easy for sprinkling, theoretically. Okay, got that. And then I need 60 onions. That's really good here, really quick. Fiona says hello. Hi, hon. Honest Sister says nice. Any other comments? All right, cool. All right, sprinkling. Nice thing about these meals is you can choose like how many portions you want. If you want to serve 2, like let's say it's a single person, you want 2 servings, 1 for now, maybe 1 for work tomorrow. 10 months. And then a big family to make bigger portions. See, and not cut the hole big enough. Yeah. I wish there was a bit more quality control with the chicken, as it would have been nice to get 2 pieces like this one than a little half shredded piece. So HelloFresh, if you ever see this, please, quality control. Okay, let's see here. Again, there's no green beans today, sadly. We will be using carrots. I'm going to place it in the oven for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, wash produce, green beans. Once chicken roasted for 5 minutes, carefully toss green beans. We'll still call them green beans. On to the other side. Drizzle with oil, salt, and pepper. Return for 15 minutes. So while that's returned for 15 minutes, we'll start prepping this one over here. How about that? And then making the garlic bread. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, you're going in the oven, buddy. Here we go. 5 minutes. Start. Timer is set for 5 minutes here. So these are already done. I cut them Tina style. You see they're at that nice little angle. You just can't cut them in a circle because it alters the taste and it's bad luck or something. So we will keep it like that. Let's see here. So we have the garlic bread, softened with garlic powder, seasoning with salt and pepper, half the ciabatta, spread cut sides with garlic butter. So we can actually toast this. It's recommended to toast it. I'm definitely going to be halving this because I don't want to get it stuck in my toaster. Again, even this comes in an airtight bag. Hi, Letitia. Thank you for inviting everyone. Here's the ciabatta, and let's smell it. That actually smells pretty good. This is pretty good ciabatta. I wonder who they got this from. This is really soft still, even after 10 days in my fridge. Again, there's really... Yeah, I don't see a manufacturer on here. I'm really surprised. You would have thought maybe it's some in-house thing. But all right, found more trash away in there. So let me cut this in half real quick. It's actually my first time using this bread knife. We got a wonderful knife set. for our wedding. And I think this is the first time I've been the one to actually use it. I think Tina's used it once. But let me get this cut here real quick. Take a look at the inside now. Again, pretty decent quality ciabatta bread. Really good color, smell, still really soft. So that is a win for me on this. I'm going to set these off to the side real quick. I still have to deal with this pesky butter. I'm just throwing most of my trash in these bags. I do have my little chicken juice soaked paper towel in the sink over there because it's wet. Let's see here. So I'm not going to say softened butter, but I'm just going to nuke it for a little bit, maybe 10 seconds, which I feel safe nuking this bowl, which is anchor hocking or a Pyrex in the microwave. I did it with Pampered Chef once, and I kid you not, the cup exploded with only 15 seconds of trying to melt butter. I never got a hold of them to replace it, but I just learned my lesson. Don't put their products in the microwave, even though it says it's microwave safe. All right, let me soften up the butter, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. So let me soften it first for 10, 15 seconds. We're down to less than 2 minutes on the oven. Go ahead and comment we are watching from, please. We like to see who we are reaching, where everyone's at. So please comment where you are watching from. For the record, this is salted butter. It's not unsalted, which I've been thinking about switching to unsalted butter. I like a more natural tasting butter, and it's healthier. I mean, it's a lot less salt, especially if you're going to be using it for products that already have salt in it. That actually softened up pretty well. Cool. All right. I'll put the garlic powder into the butter here. I'm not going to add salt. I might add a little bit of fresh black pepper onto the bread once I'm done. Let me get out a little spoon here to mix it up. That's my big spoons. Nope, that's a fork. Smash it down a bit. If it's a little bit melted, I really don't care. It could be all melted and I wouldn't care. Just evenly smashed up here as I can. We have 19 seconds left on the oven. Let me go get my red gloves and we're going to transition over here really quick. And we'll just cancel on that. Stop the timer. Timer stop. Okay, bake back up to 425. There we go. And start. These are really good gloves here. Better Homes and Gardens. Chicken. All right, I'm gonna do this over here as it's hot. Pretty good view. Let's put this closer. All right, add our carrots. Again, next step here. Wash and dry. We'll call them carrots. Chicken 5 minutes. Carefully toss carrots. On empty side, drizzle with salt and pepper. I'm going to do this just a tad bit different from experience here. California olive oil. I put this like this. And with my clean hands here, going to mix these up in here really quick. Extra long carrot. Guess I didn't catch that one. And then I'll just do some fresh cracked sea salt and black pepper on them. How about that? Almost all their meals are done at 425, by the way. So if let's say you don't have an oven, but you have a toaster oven, especially ones with convection mode, you know, the internal fan, which is really nice. I know Oster makes one. That'd be great for, you know, a person with limited space that doesn't want to use their oven. Rinse off my hands. All right. Let's test it on the carrots here and spread them out a bit. Get a good even cook and roast. And this stove top, and as somebody once asked me before, it is not one of those conduction ones. It is a standard electric stove, but everything is set inside it as a glass top, and these burners get hot super fast. And I mean, almost as fast as turning on a gas stove. The second I turn them on, you're getting burns if your hand's touching it. It's a really good stove. Trying to make sure all these are flat as possible. I know they're kind of spread out over near the chicken. I don't care. They're all going to be cooked anyways. Okay. Let me rinse the oil off my hands one more time. My bowl. All right. It was tempting to use Suzy Q, but I'm not going to do that. So just basic sea salt. And I know they say you can't reuse these grinders, but if you flip the bottle upside down once it's empty under really hot water, you can literally just pop them off. It softens them up. So you can refill the McCormick ones. Just a little bit of regular sea salt. And black pepper, I'm not too picky on. Neither is the salt, but again, here, if you ever need to reuse these, just pop them off. This is the Great Value brand. Great Value actually has some pretty decent spices. Whoever their supplier is, I mean, a spice is a spice in my opinion. Salt is a salt. Although I read this meme once that says, you know, too bad I bought my salt two years ago and it just expired when it's like 100 million years old and it just expired. I always find that funny. They put an expiration date on salt. Let's see here. So I'm going to put this back in the oven. 12 to 15 minutes. You have to cook it for a little bit longer if you're at a higher altitude, so please make note of that. Hi, Grandma Fran. Adriel's doing good. He's in the other room, and Tina's on her way home from work. So we'll go right down the middle, plus a minute. So I'll do 14 minutes. And the reason why I'm plusing a minute is I'll set my timer now, so it counts for me opening the door and then wasting a little bit of time. You got to factor in the little details. All right. Another good trick is line the bottom of your oven with foil. It makes cleaning it, you know, once every 6 months to a year a breeze. All right, we're coming back over here. Ciabatta bread is still over here on the side. I'm going to leave this stuff for last, and I'm going to toast it absolutely last. I will say I did get all of our meal prep containers washed. It took 2 loads in the dishwasher. I know I said I didn't recommend putting them in there, but I put it on the pot on the fine china cycle, so it's a lower heat to give them a little bit of an extra rinse. So here's all the containers, which I'll be putting some of the HelloFresh in tonight. Alrighty then. So we have the other one going in the oven. And again, my only last steps on this would be to obviously take it out of the oven, toast and make your garlic bread, toss everything on a plate, and serve with the remaining dressing on top of it. So the chicken one is pretty much done. We'll just call it done. Put this off the side here real quick. Next one is the pork schnitzel. We're going to prep this for the oven. So once that one comes out, this one immediately goes in. And I believe the cook time is long enough. I can start even on the other one on the stove top if I have a little bit of organization here. Wash and dry produce, cut potatoes and broccoli florets into small bite-sized pieces. Look at this. They show that this is a really big one, so you can get wedges. I don't know how many wedges I'm going to be getting out of this one or this really tiny one. Again, HelloFresh consistency here. Got to have just a little bit of consistency. You know, I'd be happy if you send me a bag of French fries. At least it'd be consistent. All right, so we'll cut up the broccoli florets. You know, I'm not really too worried about them. These are actually pretty small pieces of broccoli. So I may not actually cut those up. I might just throw them in whole. Yeah, I'll probably just put them in whole. I'm just kind of skimming through his here. All right, so I need to zest my lemon. Do I have a zester? I know I have a zester around here somewhere. Small bowl combine mayonnaise, honey, and mustard and set aside. So I'll just pre-sort this out. I like to pre-read stuff just a little bit here. Mayo, what's this? That's sour cream. Where's my mustard? Mustard. And what was the last one? Honey. So those will each go in a bowl and grab a bowl. Oh, this one's actually Pyrex. I take it back. I was about to say anchor hocking. All right. Broccoli florets, that's the lemon. Need to quarter up my lemon here really quick. Just a second to get my white cutting board washed. All right, here we go. I'm skipping a step here, but I'm just a little bit early prepping to get stuff done. We have 10 minutes on the clock left for the oven. Okay. So we're also going to be washing the produce here. Let me rinse these off really quick. Other thing these things come in handy for is for holding your stuff. These little meal prep containers come in handy for everything. I would not cut in them though. You will poke a hole through them pretty quick. All right, what else we got here? So we're not cutting up the broccoli. We are gonna, that's to zest a quarter of the lemon. I don't know what I'm using the zest for here. Oh, I see what it's for. It's for step 3. Lemon zest, the panko and garlic powder. Okay, so I'll zest a quarter of the lemon. Okay, zester. If I can find it. If not, I'm not too worried about it. Is it? Yes. It's a little grater here. I can use for zesting. And we get a little plate. Perfect. You see that? You see that? This is nice. It's rubberized. Hi, good winner. How are you? Ah, Tina's on the Facebook and on the YouTube. How nice. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Every little share and comment helps. And subscribing if you're on YouTube. I was looking at maybe why certain parts of our page are not always getting the best viewership, long term, especially on like YouTube. So, you have to have, your little calling, what your specialty is, your little niche, your groove. I don't know. I just like making random stuff. That's my little niche. Not too picky. This zesting turned out to be a nightmare. See, normally I just don't use zest because I always make a mess and then I don't use it. Zest a quarter of a lemon. Well, there's like no zest in there for a quarter of a lemon. You know what? I'm gonna do a couple more. Should have just left the whole and zest of it. Oh, now we're getting some zest in there. Last one. Okay, there's enough zest in there, whatever. Oh, so not going to waste too much time. We have 5 minutes left on that guy over there. Okay, now I gotta cut up the potatoes. Potatoes here. Now they want them cut like little French fries, but I don't care right now. They didn't send me the right potatoes, so I'm not gonna cut them their way. It's gonna cut them into quarters. How about that? If they don't like it, you can send me an email. Everybody have a good day. Anybody do anything fun? Not looking at the comments right now if anybody's saying anything, because I don't want to start this meal with 10 digits and end up with 9. Although that would make for some great content. Hey, check out this guy's page. He was too busy talking and not paying attention and cut off his finger. That's not on the agenda tonight. Sorry to disappoint you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that is done. We have 3 minutes left on the oven. What am I missing here? Roast veggies, toss on one side of the baking sheet and the other one's on the other. Drizzle with oil. So potatoes go on one side, drizzle with some oil and fry seasoning salt. I'm gonna do the same thing here that I did with the olive oil, but I'm gonna do some vegetable oil. We get these massive containers of vegetable oil from Tina's Prior. It's a Sam's Club brand. It's a really good oil. I have no complaints. Okay, we're about to be switching sides here. Are you using all the fry salt? Yeah, using all the fry salt. Again, I always have to be careful I'm not missing a step where I use all of them. I'm supposed to use half. You mostly find that with the ground meat. Making hamburger meat. All right, so get you right here. Turn all these face up, skin side down. Oh, it's a little army of potatoes. I rinse off my hands real quick. Adriel's just chilling on the floor. So yesterday with Adriel, we did mirror time. He got to look in the mirror. He seemed to enjoy it. Oh, I didn't even cut that open. You're fine over there. I hear you. Stuff has like little chunks coming out of it. Come on. This is so much. I'm not even going to use all of it. There's so much on here. All right, there we go. I don't want to die of a heart attack from all the sodium. I mean, this thing's chunky. I hear ya. All right, 45 seconds on the oven. We're making good time here. Broccoli florets. As I throw my card. Broccoli. Oh, so I have to bake it for 10 minutes first. Okay, good thing I looked at that. Again, I'm always jumping steps ahead. Fry seasoning, salt, and pepper. Pepper here real quick, 22 seconds. I don't need any more salt. That fry seasoning already has salt. HelloFresh do not recommend all the salt, please. Okay, close enough. Get my gloves on. 8 seconds. Good time here. Switch. Look at that. Oh. This goes in for 10. Timer. Let me start. One time I forgot to hit start. That was fun. Okay. It's pretty good right now. What am I doing next here? In the meantime, is there anything I can start really quick? At that, so in a large Ziploc bag. This is doing a small one. Oh no, the chicken. Oh, the pork dough. I'm thinking. The pork has to be in the panko bag. Pat pork, paper towels. Place sour cream in a medium bowl. Add pork. Turn to coat. Place coated into the panko mixture. Seal and shake. We can do that right now. I would definitely need a gallon-size bag here. If you ever buy the Great Value brand, make sure you get the freezer ones. Because if you don't, they're pretty thin in comparison. I hear you. Let me get the binky. Hey, buddy. What you got? Yeah. You hear the truck? Yeah, bud. And feet. All right, we're back. Had a little bit of a timeout there with Adriel. Let me get the pork rinsed off. We got to pat it dry here too. Okay. For those of you wondering, yes, HelloFresh and all the other ones do have dietary restricted items. So if you can't eat a certain item or you can't eat pork or whatever you can't eat, they do have dietary restricted items. Okay, so what do I need to do? Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. All right, bag, at the panko, lemon zest, garlic powder. These are pre-crumbed. This is a sealed bag. It's not vacuum sealed, but it is sealed. Make a mess with this. I'm gonna put it in the bag here. And I'm gonna turn it upside down and open it. Sounds like Tina's home. Hi, hon. Got this, some garlic powder. Oh, but that doesn't look like garlic powder. It looks like herbs. It's garlic powder. Just really different. Come on. There we go. And what's the last one? Lemon zest. Okay, set that there. Here. Brushing them off really quick. 5 minutes left on the oven. Making good time here. That lemon zest. Again, I should have left the lemon whole. I have to say use a quarter. Guess it goes there with that quality control, you know. Get a tiny chicken and a big chicken. I'm going to shake this up really quick. I'm going to open it up, let some air in. I'm going to seal it. Comment where you're watching from. See where everybody's watching from. See who we have here. All right, close enough. Okay, little over 4 minutes left on that. So place these in a bowl is what it says, and then coat it with the sour cream. I'm gonna do it just a little bit different here. Okay. I'm just gonna brush it on. This is sour cream. Fun fact, you know those frosted sugar cookies you find in the grocery store, the super soft ones? There's sour cream in those. Bet some of you didn't know that. They make them softer with butter and sour cream. I'm using the lid of one of our containers here. You have 3.5 minutes left on that timer. Let's work, hon. Watch your foot. Want to go say hi to Adriel? He had a good day at daycare today. He was laying back and watching the other kids. Apparently, he's very observant. Oh, yeah, he watches everything. And on the way home, it was a little bit slower traffic and the weather was nice. I had the back windows down for a bit, and he was looking at other drivers that were stopped next to us, you know. Has to be socializing, which is good. He has to make sure they're all driving in a safe and sane way.
He gets excited, very excited when I start clapping. So
Oh no, I wasn't clapping.
I thought
I got out of the car and danced.
when I'm at the stop sign, or not the stop sign,
Place it on the back.
a red light.
Place it on the back.
What back? When I'm at the red light, I just stop and like.
Yeah, it's home. Okay, back to the food.
I just stop and then clap, like singing and clapping. He was so excited. I bet before you not the other half would be down.
So to combine this and here. All right, placing the pork in the bag. Is he sleeping?
Oh.
Toast the first one here. Help alleviate the other one from touching. Rinse off my fingers here before I seal that. A friend once taught me if you have a straw and you put a straw in your bag as you seal it and you blow air into it and then you finish sealing it, you'll get a nice poofy bag. I don't have a straw and I'm not putting my lips on the bag. You're so hungry? Well, you can start with the chicken. I don't know, I still got to do the stovetop one. 1 minute left. We got this, folks. We are making good time here. These ones have to be pan fried, for the record. I'm going to set them up over here. We got that. Let me mix this up really quick while I'm here. And we'll get a fresh knife. It's okay. I was supposed to take Adriel's vaccine records today and I left him on the chair as I had him in my hand, and I picked up my bag as I set him down, and then I forgot to pick him back up. Now, for the record, I don't believe this is real honey. It's probably that like KFC corn syrup type stuff. So if you ever recreate this, I recommend using real honey. I hear it. 1 extra minute's not going to hurt it. Watch, then the oven catches fire. Let's get all these in the bag real quick. And the mayo. Make a mess of it. I hear you. No need to get pushy. I talk to, you know. Hey, they're trying to come in. I'm not going to ignore it and be rude. Thank you, Cindy. Let me take these out real quick. All right, calm down. This one. This one side here. So I'm going to need one burner here to cook. Oh, wait, I still have to add the broccoli. I forgot about that. So I have to keep cooking for another 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. You see, I always jump steps and then I go back. All right. Another 20 minutes. Drizzle. Oil, salt, and pepper. Dang it, more oil, salt, and pepper. I don't want to do that. So I accidentally dumped a lot of the water. No problem. Absorb some of it with a paper towel. I'm back over here. I added some water to it by accident. This is going for 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to go. Oh, yeah. Got most of the water up. Most of it will keep baking off. So we'll just do the 20 minutes. Time to do the stovetop fry. Oh yeah, add oil. So I'm gonna go a little bit cheap on this really quick.
Guys,
This is extra virgin olive oil.
Michael and Chris,
There we go.
it's more than
A little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna skip the salt again. But I have so much salt with all the other stuff, especially with potatoes. Can't believe it wanted me to use the whole package. That's just insane. That's a lot of salt for a little bit of potato. There we go. Close it up. Now, I could put an African twist on. I could use some zumi oil. Let's see. 2019, whatever. Okay. All right, now here's the fun part. So, I'm probably gonna use vegetable oil for this, just so it doesn't smoke up my house. Oil in a skillet. Where's my large skillet? My big head's in the way here. Where's my skillet? Oh. Oh. All right, if I was a skillet, where would Chris hit? So I'll cook it on the front burner here. I want to set it cooking for 3 to 5 minutes per side. So add it once the skillet's hot. So as I said, within that short amount of time I just turned that on, that burner is already hot. Very good electric stove. Let's show some of this. I already have it. 1/4 inch, just enough to coat it. It's been a beautiful day today. I literally had all the windows and doors open with the screen closed, obviously. Nobody wants the flying bugs or the crawling ones. The pinch of panko, and that'll be my indicator that it is done. Cool. So those over there are done. All right. Not warm yet. It does take a little bit for it to heat up. So I got the extra deep bowls now. So we're going to get served up real quick. I think I like this better with carrots. I think this is going to be good. Here, let me try one. Yeah, have a little bit of crunch left to them too, which I like. I don't like really soggy carrots. Not going for presentation here. I'm just getting everything in here. Carrots and chicken. It's a pretty healthy meal. And I did cut the salt down quite a bit on them. So I think this will be a win. I'll be repeating this recipe in the future. Not warm enough yet. So Adriel was fed right as I was picking them up, so. It does not take a lot of force to put these on. I found out the hard way my first batch a year ago. I snapped the lid. I thought I had to push hard like it was Tupperware. But these are freezer safe. You will not have freezer burn food. If you go around the edge, get them all sealed. Yeah, you had one container of this, and let's say you put some fresh fruit or a salad in here, you're good to go. All right, folks. Really coated well. Where's my tongs?
What was it?
I jammed into that utensil over there. Sure. Yeah, that's a hot burner. So here really quick. Wait more here for the chicken. Or sorry, not the chicken, the pork when it's done. Just put a little drop of panko in here, see if it fries instantly. Yeah, that is hot in there. Put that back down. $5 minutes, so 9. We'll call it 9 after. 9. We'll call it 9:30. Okay. We'll pull them out and flip them. So yeah, we'll call the timer here in about 3.5 minutes. I'll flip them since it says 3 to 5 minutes per side. Golden brown, thicker, next 2 minutes. Move to a paper towel lined pan. Can you go in the guest room and get me another roll of paper towels? Thank you, Godwinner. I did pride myself on this food. I made up the recipe myself. I'll have to do is a live taco night, and Tina's been wanting me to do a live taco night. You know, every time a guy has tongs, we must always click them. It certifies that they work good. It's like when you put a strap on a vehicle with a heavy load, you must flick it and say that's not going anywhere, or an accident might happen. All right. We should both be coming up around the same time. I'm all good. You can wash the dishes over there if you want. To help them. Look, they want me to do all the fries, so I only use half. Well, so I just still have this stuff here I need to mix up. Keep an eye on my time. Of course. So I have my stuff here under the lemon and honey. No, not lemon. Was it the Dijon mustard, the mayonnaise, and the honey? I like Dijon mustard though. I need to just get a bottle of it and keep it. You guys have got to try some of my Alfredo sometime. I used to make it from scratch, but now I don't. Now I just get a jar of it, but I add some extra stuff to it. Makes it really rich and creamy. And don't expect me to make cookies or a cake because I do not bake. Check the underside of this. Come on. Oh, there we go. That looks nice. Look at that. And I'm going to redo my time here. So I call it 6 left on the timer. I don't know if you can see the timer. It says 10:40, 10:39. I'll leave them upside down for about 4 or 5 minutes here. Adjust my temperature just a little bit lower. I don't want to burn them. My Dijon sauce mixed up now. Look at that. That's not the bottom right here for chicken. On my ciabatta bread here with the chicken. I have not forgot about it. I'm going to go ahead and toast it up real quick. I have a toaster off to the side over here. Probably going to need a few more with this last recipe. Yeah, this is a pretty good night tonight. And we serve this on the lemon wedge on the side, as it shows. And you put the Dijon sauce on the fried pork. You have your broccoli here on the side. I like Dijon sauce on the broccoli too. Divide pork, potatoes, and broccoli between plates. Serve with lemon wedges on the side and creamy mustard sauce for dipping or drizzling. I'll probably just, I'll just squeeze the lemon wedges over everything, and then because we're going to be putting these in containers. So unless if you want to eat this one tonight, or do you want to eat the chicken, Tina? Want to eat the chicken tonight or the pork, or do you want to eat this last one I still have to cook? Yeah. Again, it's not going to look like the photo. Well, the pork might. The pork might, but the potatoes definitely not. They just sent me the wrong kind of potato. Here's how much seasoning I still have left, and they wanted the whole thing on there. Those things were already coated. That. There's our hot ciabatta bread. Remember, folks, the toaster gets hot. One minute left on the pork. Add some fresh cracked black pepper to that ciabatta. That's not pepper grinder. Here we go. Sorry, this is happening off camera here for a second. Before I pull up the pork, I'll show you the ciabatta bread. All buttered up and peppered. Ciabatta bill. Because it is a glass top stove, this takes forever to cool down, so I am moving this off to the back. Pork. That does kind of look like the photo. Leave that off to the side. I'm going to get cleaned up really quick for the final meal. Or no, I need a skillet. That oven has 5 minutes left on it. Let me do a spot check. Oh yeah, that looks good. Gina wants to talk. So be careful I don't drag my cord across the hot stove. All right, Gina, don't move the camera anymore. Or the cord's gonna go right across the hot stove.
I don't have to cook this weekend. So, thanks, baby. We are going to eat through it.
Yep, and then here's a ciabatta bread and a container. My lids are still a little bit wet from the dishwasher. They did not dry very well. It's okay. It'll do.
Just trying to do dishes. No, it's good. I came home because I mistakenly left my lunch at home.
And I offered to bring it to you, and you said no. Ooh, your new driver's license is here. Now we have to work on your Minnesota accent. Why is it that when I put Tina on, I get another viewer?
What will it take for me to be a resident?
You're already a resident, Tina.
I'm a resident of Minnesota.
You are a resident of Minnesota when you get your driver's license.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know, in other states they said you have to spend some months there.
Yeah, I know certain states have like a 6-month requirement. I think even one has 1 year. But no, Minnesota is one of those where it's instant. So is South Dakota and quite a few states.
I don't want Montana as an international student.
Yeah, a regular person 6 months. The last meal over here.
Obviously, you guys know that I'm from Ghana, and I grew up in Azim. So in Azim, we speak the Nzimala. That is what I'm going to teach my husband today. Hopefully, he learns how to speak it, he understands it, and then we'll be able to teach our baby.
Real quick. I forgot the Dijon mustard for the chicken. I'm going to go put that back on it. Yeah, I'm always forgetting something.
That's why you have to really.
I hear it, but then I cook multiple meals at once and I forget. Not all is lost. I found it. It's going over the carrots too, which is nice. Now Tina likes sauce on her food.
Yeah, I like it, right? That's why even when you find my accounts, I just
Ooh, man. There's something else for that dry cleaner that I found like you do your wedding dress. There's a huge wine store right next door. Tina likes her wine. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, if you bring Tina wine, she'll be your best friend. So here's the chicken now before I put it away with the mustard sauce, and it's on the carrots too.
which one is next?
Last one is going to be the bowl. The sweet chili pork bowl.
We owe Jimmy. We have to yes.
No, I've been filming. I can't. If I take a picture, it'll end my live stream. So I need to get the pork now. Here's my containers again. I put the pork in here. One little pork. 2 little porks. All right, I'm gonna pull this out of the oven now.
You have to show it to them.
You need to pull it out of the oven. I had up to 8 viewers and they all left me, abandoned me. So this side of the stove is cool. That side is still hot. So That's why I'm putting it over here to air out for a few. All right, last meal here. And this one should be actually pretty quick. We have the sweet chili pork bowls. I'm sorry it's not auto-focusing here. All right, let's come back over here. So I'm going to need a large skillet for this. I might use my wok. Thank you. Give me 1 minute here. Excuse me. Over time for Tina. What happened?
Please do all to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
So here's my big wok.
I don't know if you want to use that one.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's sticks.
Hon, it has to be retreated. It's okay.
So please try your best to subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? We have new followers and thank you so much. We really appreciate you following our page on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel also. We have 285 subscribers currently. So please and please help us. Okay.
All Tina's out of the kitchen.
You always tells me to get out of the kitchen.
Well, maybe I'll be right in front of the stove and you'll stand right in front of it. And then I can't even reach the food. All right, wash, dry produce. The bell pepper actually stayed pretty good after how many days it's been in the refrigerator. They can use this as my garbage bag. So it does come with a little bag of peanuts. They're no-name peanuts. I don't necessarily trust it. Look at this Kikkoman brand. They use a good brand for their Thai-style chili sauce. This is going to be a sweet soy glaze. It's kind of no-name. It's no-name. Got our rice here. Lime. Again, it's been in here for 10 days. My apologies if it looks bad. And the bell pepper's seen better days, but it's still useful. That's it. It's a small bag. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of space here. Yeah, forgot the garbage. You gotta get garbage bags. You always forget to get garbage bags. That's one of our little kryptonites there. We always forget the garbage bags. For this one, use the big cutting board. Wash these off. Onion, I'm not so worried about the bell pepper. Jeez, man. Bell pepper is a little bit soft, but again, it's been in the fridge for like almost 10 days. Oh, he's awake. Half core bell pepper into strips. Cool. Adriel's been liking to grab people's earrings. If you hold Adriel, please be aware your ears are fair game for him. You go rinse these out really quick, get all the seeds out. Is he smelly? Thin strips, okay. Yeah, he was watching all the other kids today. He's a future leader. He's already looking at them. No, if he's really tall when he grows up, we should get him into basketball. Maybe he's like some 7-foot baby. Yeah, we have a soccer ball and an American football. Onion. Thinly slice the onion. I'm gonna go take off the end pieces here. Mature in the fridge. Of course, there we go. Onion is prepped and ready to go, so they want to be. No, they want it their way, but I'll cut it my way tonight. Okay, it's my onion. Just tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. And the last of 3 HelloFresh meals that were cooked at the beginning part of this video. I like these little pieces better. See? It's all fine by me now. Small pot. Oh yeah, and then zest. I'm not doing the zest again. I have no time for zest. I'm sorry.
It's offensive.
I don't want no zest. I'm gonna buy myself an official zester. Zesty and myself, we don't get along, okay? I have little onion chunks. I want chunks for this instead of thin strips. All right, so we're gonna quarter the lime. If you really want to cook your HelloFresh, like when you get it that night, you really want to cook 1 or 2 meals. You really want to use it within 1 week and not be like me and leaving it in the fridge for a week and a half. Cilantro. Oh, I forgot about the cilantro. Cilantro's seen better days. Not a big fan of cilantro. Tammy, can we skip the cilantro tonight? It's looking kind of bad. We're just gonna skip it. Okay, so I have to skip the cilantro. It's looking bad in there. I don't want to even open it and smell it. Okay, cooked rice, small pot. 1/4 cup of water. Cool. Potatoes turned out really good. Oh my gosh, they're covered in salt. Yeah, I'm glad I only used half that package. The amount of sodium in that package, ugh, they'd be guzzling water for a month. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Cover it in salt like I had McDonald's French fries. Now they just put a lot of salt on them. But this, last but not least, here's how they look. See, I always wish they gave more. Could have sent it out in the water, but I'm not gonna do that. One of the recipes we did, was it yesterday or the day before? Wanted us to thin it out with a little bit of water. It did make it go a lot further, which was nice. I always use a rubber spatula in here. Scrape every little drop. When you use like metal in these, you miss so much sauce. It's a rubberized one. It also works good are those like little baby spoons that are like that rubber coating. Those work really good too. So we have these recipe cards. Now, if anybody wants a copy of our card, I'll be able to, I'm more than happy to send you a picture of it. Tina says they're online, but sometimes finding stuff online isn't always the easiest thing. Look at that. Got almost all of it out of here. Okay. The lid's on. Doesn't take much force. I go around the edges, make sure they're sealed. You don't want to put a lot of force on them. Now, taking these off is a pain. I wish I had like little corner tabs. You know, the companies that make these, if you ever watch this, please put a tab on like opposite corners because you'll crack them really easy. Get a good tight seal on here. And yes, you can deep freeze these. I did keep these in a deep freezer. I got very far below 0. Maybe one of these nights coming up soon, I'll do one of my like 21 or 30 meals on a day. I'll kind of meal prep for an entire month of work. All right, I think we're ready for the let's get 1 1/4 cup of rice. Minute Man, where are you? Instant rice. Of course, my I like Minute Maid. Stuff like this. All right, 1 1/4.
Very soft.
Already adding hot water to it. So. Pinch of salt. So. Bit of a turn. Here we go. Not much. I don't want. Bring to a boil. Cover. Reduce on wood. I like wooden spoons for cooking. Bring it to a boil, hot and fast. I always try and keep your handles away from the edges. Low simmer 15 to 18 minutes. So once that reaches a boil back there, we'll low simmer for 15 to 18 minutes. So in the large skillet, again, I skipped the peanuts this time. Heat a large drizzle of oil in the same pan over a medium heat. Large drizzle of oil. There we go. There's a large drizzle. Okay, here. Add bell pepper, onion, pinch of salt and pepper, 6 to 9 minutes. That turned on. Still waiting for that rice to come to a boil here too. I need to get the oil hot.
So,
Yeah, drizzle of oil. I don't need another drizzle of oil. That's a lot of oil in there. Look at the glowing. Over, medium high heat. Add the pork. I'll turn this up a little bit to 8.5. Using spatula, even layer, distribute. Cook for 4 minutes. So the veggies have to come out. Veggies get cooked first. We take the veggies out. We put the pork in. We cook it till it's cooked. We throw everything back in and continue cooking for 1 to 2 minutes and take everything off and put it on a plate. This should be simple for me. Hope I messed this up. Oh wait, at what point do I add the... Okay, so add the chili sauce and everything goes back in. Soy glaze and chili sauce. 1 tablespoon of butter. Yay, I have my 1 little tablespoon left over there. Cool. These things always call for butter. They don't give you everything. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, me. Tina. Joanne's on from Brookings. Tina says hello.
for each other.
L for llama. Test an onion. Okay. 7. Now it's all warmed up. You know, your phone's over near the kitchen sink. Your phone is near the kitchen sink, hon. Once I'm going to add salt and pepper to it, once it's in here, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to salt the meat, not the vegetables. I don't want everything to be super salty. Six to 9 minutes here. So we'll go to 30. We'll do 6. We'll do 7 minutes here. We'll do 7. We'll call it 32 after the hour. It's 26 right now. I know I need to transfer it to a plate. Let me get that prepped here in a minute. Get my oil cleaned up. Big plate. We'll add a little bit of pepper to it, though, but no salt. No salty salt. salt for everything. I know it's good in food and all that, but salt and sugar, we use too much of it in the world, and it's not good for us. We're really trying to cut back on it. Stir up the rice here.
So how did you do that?
Apparently he was fine today. Dad asked to spoil some with Pinky. Hi, Dave. Maybe some soy sauce. So yeah, the this comes with like a sweet soy honey sauce and a chili sauce. So I'm gonna use Kikkoman soy sauce instead of the one that they provided. The reason is I cannot eat fish or shellfish. And if you look at a lot of the other brands of soy sauce that they use in stores and in factories, they put anchovies in it. So I am not going to be using their soy sauce today. I know there's no honey in it, but that's fine with me. I have real honey here if I wanted to add a little pinch of it. Look, it's real. It's already crystallizing. So again, you can make all these recipes at home. We're collecting the cards from HelloFresh, and literally these 5 meals they sent us, and we didn't ask for them. So if you sign up for their service, make sure they don't have you on some auto-subscribe thing, because we had to call them about that. But they have really good customer service. If you have any issues, they'll refund you. They'll do all kinds of stuff. I remember when we got our first orders here of them, we had a problem with one of the produce, and they refunded the entire meal just for a small issue that would have, you know, they could have refunded a couple bucks, but they refunded the entire meal. So they got it really good. No, we didn't get it for free. We still paid for it. They ended up billing us, but they ended up crediting us back a lot too. So we got like half of our stuff credited back. We still got products. I didn't want a full refund. It wouldn't be fair in my opinion. All right, we're almost done here. 2 more minutes with this. These come off and the pork goes in. We prep the pork. Yeah, just make sure they don't put you on some auto subscribe type service. It's off my fingers. Let's open the pork. So yeah, Jade, I've had really no issues with HelloFresh. I think they're reasonably and fairly priced. I would like to try the other service that was mentioned yesterday. That Good Chef, I think is what it's called. The HelloService have a great customer service, really great product too. Like they will send you really fresh stuff. I mean, this stuff lasted in my fridge for 10 days. I did lose the cilantro and I did lose the green beans, but a lot of the stuff is just really well done. They're looking good there. Let's do it with 1 more minute while I stir the rice. Soft to eat here on the side. I like a little bit of a wet rice. I don't want it, you know, dried out and stuck to the roof of my mouth. So that'll continue to self-steam. If you ever want really good cookware, now I don't recall which one it was. It was either Anchor Hawking or it was Pyrex. I'm 99% sure it was Pyrex. But back in like 99 or 2000, my mother had a oven-safe baking dish. You know, one of those Pyrex dishes you can bake with. And She was baking with it, and when she took it out of the oven, and it was still at a safe temperature. I might use some oil. When she was baking with it, it literally exploded in her hands. And I mean like a bomb going. It just exploded like crazy. So they sent out an insurance rep to look at the damage because glass was embedded in the ceiling and the floor. Luckily, none went into her eyes, all over the place. They paid to have everything replaced, like, $10,000. So those, I'll say they definitely stand by their products. But it was just a freak accident. Maybe it wasn't tempered right or something, but it literally exploded. I remember we couldn't go in our kitchen for like a week because there was just glass embedded everywhere. You had to wear shoes. And I'm pretty sure it was Pyrex. Crispy onion crusted chicken, very good. Yeah, no, the chicken turned out really, really good. I didn't squirt the lemon on it. What I'll do is I'll just put it in a Ziploc baggie. It can be squirted on fresh. So when I cook my taco meat, what you'll see is I have 2 of these spoons. I will just pulsate back and forth, and I get it like super fine. I'm doing like 2 to 3 pounds at a time. And my extra meat, I use them to enchiladas, also known at Taco Bell's and enchiladas. Those make really good lunch meals. Break up all this ground pork. This is ground pork here. So I should do like one of my spaghetti nights too. I make a really, really good spaghetti. Spaghetti, tacos, Alfredo. I might be a nice guy and do my Alfredo from scratch. It's been a while. I make a really good chili. I know Tina's been wanting chili, but just to have what I call my single portion, which is like 1 of everything, it makes like 6 or 7 quarts. So when I do a double recipe of it, I need like a massive stock pot. Or I'd have to use 2 slow cookers. But it's called the 5 bean chilies. It has 5 different beans. It has navy bean, garbanzo, red kidney bean. I like the dark red ones. Black beans and pinto beans. When I chose each bean, I don't remember what the breakdown was, but when I was looking up a good chili recipe, I chose the 5 beans because they each have their own unique qualities to them. So I made a 5 bean chili out of it. And for my chili powder, I use dark red chili powder. Oh yeah, chili and cornbread. Dave, I've been looking for a cast iron cornbread skillet. My great-grandfather used to have one, and that thing was heavy enough he could have taken it to war, and he was in World War II. But no, he had a really old-school cornbread cast iron skillet, and I've been looking for one. I want one of the real big ones, though, where they kind of look like little triangle pie wedges in there. Good stuff. So I'm looking at my little sheet here. I think I added the vegetables back in. Drizzle oil, same pan, medium heat. Add the pork, season salt and pepper. No, thank you. Leave it undisturbed. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Break up meat, stir in veggies, add soy glaze. Got the soy sauce. Tablespoon of butter and the chili sauce. And a friend of ours, a long time ago that Tina and I met, Cam and David, they live out of the country right now. Cam is from where? Vietnam, huh? Yeah, she introduced me to real pho. A lot of people call it pho, but she's like, no, it's called pho. And she introduced me to hoisin sauce then. Was it Kim Lee Cum brand? It's the purple and gold label one. Really good stuff. Right, and add a splash of the soy sauce here. Again, why add salt and pepper when the soy sauce is going to be loaded with salt? That's another thing. I need to get the low sodium soy sauce. I'm really trying to go on like getting rid of salt out of my diet. Yes, I have high blood pressure. That's one of the reasons why. But even if I didn't, it's just so unhealthy for you. What's even worse is that MSG stuff. So I know that my Suzy Q, my San Andreas style seasoning has the monosodium, blah, 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 and all the other crap in it. But I need to get the red label, which doesn't have the MSG. Let me get my chili sauce by Kikkoman. This does have a little bit of soy sauce in it, but again, it's Kikkoman brand, so I know that they don't use the anchovies in their stuff. Look at that. I should go buy a bottle of this Kikkoman chili sauce.
So they said crispy onions, crusted chicken, very good.
You did like
chili and cornbread.
tasting good with dumplings. Oh yeah.
Hard to clean. What is hard to clean?
You're probably talking about the cast iron cornbread. Skillet. Yeah, they are pretty hard. You know what works really good in them is get a baby bottle brush. Get one for like glass bottles instead of the plastic ones that have a little bit stiffer bristles, and bend it in half, and you can get in all those little cracks.
I've had the opportunity of eating cornbread, homemade cornbread.
With like the actual honey butter?
It's so good. I was the person who made it for me, but it was back in Montana.
Lee Kum Ki hoisin sauce. This bottle's older than dinosaurs. I should probably throw it out. It's been in there for a long time. But yeah, good stuff. So I used to be able to eat fish. I never used to read labels. But in 2012, my body decided no more fish or shellfish for you. Funny thing was, when I had my allergy testing, it came up negative. But when I do like a blind taste test, my body would start reacting to fish and shellfish. They said it was an autoimmune reaction instead of like a traditional allergy, which is just as dangerous in severe cases. You can still get hives and anaphylaxis. But my body just one day said, no more fish and shellfish, sadly. And what I think tipped it off is when the Gulf oil spill happened, that more recent one back in year 2012, I had a Marie Callender's with shrimp in it. It's a shrimp Alfredo. And I'm pretty sure I may have got some bad shrimp out of it. That just tipped off my body and it said, no more. All right, when do I add in the rice? Do I add in the rice? No. Oh, I forgot my butter though. Sorry. No lobster. I know. I love lobster. Funny things. Now that you mentioned lobster, when I went to, was it Sparky's Bar and Grill in Butte, Montana, when Tina and I lived there? Probably the best brisket I have ever had. I mean, it is so fatty, it's caramelized, it melts in your mouth, and it's like really like barbecued and smoked brisket. The fat was rendered so well, it almost tasted like a good lobster, and I was like, what the? But no, it was really good. But, yeah, so going back to lobster, I love lobster. I miss chuck and oysters or pesto and clams. Oh my gosh, my mom and I used to eat pesto and clams once a month. We lived at the coastline, so we'd go down to the pier and get fresh clams from the fishermen, like on ice, fresh. Those were the good days, and I could eat everything. Or fish and chips with halibut. Ugh, good times. All right, so you fluff the rice. I'm not going to fluff it in my pan with a fork. Scratch it on top of the pot. I'll move it around like this. I will turn that off.
If you make a mistake and put a metal spoon in any of the places, you're in trouble.
Because these aren't like the super high, $400 sets like Gordon Ramsay has in his own personal house. And yes, I do watch a lot of his videos. Those ones you could use metal on. You could practically hit those things with a hammer. These copper ones from Walmart, which is Gotham brand, no metal, absolutely not, because it will just destroy them. So it's plastic or wood in them, and they've lasted us for years now. So my little OCD-ness has paid off. All right, so this is literally done now. Again, there's no cilantro in it. It looks absolutely horrid. So there won't be any green from that. What else are we missing? Are we missing anything? Sprinkle with the peanuts. Fluff rice. wants a tablespoon of butter in the rice. So just scoop this basket off the hot burner. Give me 1 second. Probably just use a half tablespoon here instead of a whole one. Remember, you can always add more. Once you add it, you really can't take it out. I'll add a half. So Dave, are you on our Facebook page too, or just YouTube? Love to have you on our Facebook page, and we could definitely talk more after the live stream. You really are our #1 person on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, definitely. You should look us up on Facebook, the Chris and Tina page, and we can definitely talk.
Just YouTube, just don't have Facebook. Oh, okay. But really, thank you so much.
I wish YouTube saw their direct messaging. I remember in the early days of YouTube, you could direct message people. They don't have that feature anymore. I'm gonna go with a whole tablespoon of butter.
Do you have any dishes?
Not yet, hon. Oh, this stove gets hot so fast. But again, I wish I had a gas stove, a really good gas one. We get our own house, like I actually buy. I will literally pay to have an industrial grade range installed with like 8 burners, the center actual grill with grease trap. Oh, I want like the top tier, even if I have to, save up for it. And then also get 2 ovens, not necessarily full size, but 2 turkey size ones where you could, make multiple meals, which would be nice. Those are all luxuries. Those are all in the future. So. Set butter down in there for a minute. Just you two don't have this. Here's the next one. Yeah. Got some lime here. I am just going to squirt the lime right into here. I do the same thing with my taco meat. I use a lot of lime in my taco meat. It's one of my secret ingredients. Fresh squeezed lime, and lime juice does not cut it. You need fresh limes. Now to see the lime stuff, put it down my garbage disposer. Also, if you have any cuts on your fingers, the lime will let you know. It makes a great cut finder. Remember when I was working at 3M as a machine operator, I'd be trying to put nicks on my fingers. All right, let me get this a final stir up here. I'll get it plated. You want to eat this one tonight, hon?
Okay.
Okay, let me get this plated up over here. Yes, those are the lemons for the other meals. So I got to get them in a little Ziploc bag. Actually, I'm going to use the bowl. We don't use this nicer set very often, but we have our regular stuff up there. But for tonight, for the plating, I'll use a nice one. We are eating together. You get your plate, and I get my plate. Gina just eats off of my plate. I know what she wants. Tina, careful, hon.
Adriel.
I'll do this little poking motion into it to kind of put little lines. So if you have a sauce, help the sauce get into the rice. And yes, I was thinking at one point to become a professional chef, but when my fish allergy hit, I was still in California, I knew pretty much every dish in culinary arts school to have some sort of fish in it. Since I can't taste it, it'd be a complete waste for me to go. I had I went to like a school in Texas, like a barbecue school. Whew, that would have been good. No, it's like being a bartender and not drinking. It's kind of hard. Granted, you don't have to drink yourself, but be able to sample it. All right, we are good there. There's our meal. Hey, get out of here. Oh, I want one of those salt blasters for flies. I don't want to call it by its actual name and get flagged for saying a word that starts with G and ends with N. There's a salt blaster, wink wink. I've been wanting to get one, but knowing me, I might take out my TV by accident with it going after a fly. Yeah, chef hours probably not fun. Yeah, it'd be long hours. I mean, when I was doing the factory work, what was the longest stint I did? 20 days straight, 12-hour shifts overnight. And there was a rotation into days in there at some point. Good money, great money at the Brookings, South Dakota plant. And I would have stayed with them when we came here. However, huge pay cut. I'm leaving a medical plant and going to like half medical, half something else. It's like an $8 an hour pay cut. It's ridiculous. Make room in the fridge tonight. Some stuff cleaned out. Honey. Bussy. Well, now that we're done cooking for a minute, I want to introduce I'll go see Adriel. Oops, wrong way. Yes, I have a spotlight here. Hi. Who's the baby in the mirror? Who's the baby in the mirror? What are you doing, buddy? He wants on his back. So just roll him over in his pillow. Kind of turn the pillow towards the TV. Hey! Where's your binky, Mama? Where's Binky? And he just swats her away. Get away! I want my TV show, and I want my pillow, and I want just to lay here. It's nice outside. It's only 70 something. All the doors and windows are open, huh, bud? Yeah, so that's the meal for tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you, Dave, for hanging out for a long time here. But Tina wants to stay on as we eat, so let me go grab this over here. What I'm gonna have to do is we'll use the, I can't use the tablet because I won't be able to see Dave's comments. So what I'm gonna do here, turn this around here. Oops, I don't want to turn off the camera. Settings, camera, front facing. Guess I turn off the screen. There we go. I always push the power button when I turn this thing around. Ooh, my egg dealer is calling me. We get farm fresh eggs. I call her my egg dealer. I'm gonna tell her no eggs this week, but I have some egg containers for her. Why is this so tight? It's a little bit tighter. Just up right here.
That's good.
I want this camera too. So, since Dave is talking to us, I'm going to switch over to YouTube channel. Come on, search. This tablet's kind of slow. Search. So I can at least watch your comments live on here better. Chris and wow, our name doesn't even populate. Wow, you literally almost have to type our entire name for us to even show up.
Good job.
Us.
YouTube. Okay, for me, when I type it just shows up.
Why can I not go into my live video? I'm not liking this. I literally can't view my own live video right now.
Uh,
I don't know. It's not letting me view us live.
no, maybe you have to go out of that and use your personal one.
I am in the personal one, huh? This is Adriel's account on here, I think.
Oh,
Santina Montgomery. There we go, live. I don't know
if
what
it's
that was
Adriel's
about,
account, will it allow you?
but I can't see comments.
Okay.
There's no comment option.
I think Dave even left, so you can just continue eating. Maybe you can see from here, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know why I can't comment on my own video.
So,
Ugh. I get my bowl, you get your bowl, because then Tina eats all of my bowl and I get no food. I have to beg her for food. You want big fork or small fork?
and
That spoon.
Adriel.
Tina gets picky about her fork. You see, I'm on my live video, but I can't even comment on it. There's no option for comments. Hold on, huh? I'm really trying to figure out why I can't even comment. This is so weird. There's no options to comment. Well, that'll be a complaint into Facebook later that for some reason I'm restricted from commenting. Why can't I comment on the tablet? It's just a tablet issue. I'm gonna have to look it up later. I don't know. I had his account set to an adult account, so whenever I tried setting to a child account, I couldn't do anything. Yeah, I can comment on here, but not on here. Dumb. Well,
It's changed.
I'll look this up later. All right, I'll respond.
It's okay.
It's good. I mean, it's nothing fancy by any means. It's not like a 5-star gourmet restaurant. It's still good though. For what it is, it's healthier than a TV dinner by far, especially if you cut all the salt in half. And way better flavor, like you're getting real flavor. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5. 8 out of 10, a 4 out of 5. That's good. I would definitely buy it again. Is it something like a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10? No, but it's still really good. And even with the bell pepper being as old as it was, it still snaps. So that's good. The ground pork is really good. Not too dry. And a really lean ground beef, obviously ground bison, ground pork, and really dry out. It's not dry. The chili sauce has decent flavor. It's not spicy. That's the flavor. I know I'm missing the sweetness as I didn't use their soy sauce for personal reasons, but I'd have put a little splash of honey in it. It would have been just a little bit sweeter. But I like it like this with just regular soy sauce. Mm-hmm. Rice is really good. It I took it off the low heat and stirred it quite frequently a little bit early. Just let it sit covered. I think that really helped. My next live video of cooking, I'm debating what I want to do. I have some options. I need to do some bulk meals soon because when I go back to work, I'm gonna have some long hours. Think about what I'm gonna do. Dave, are you still with us? Let's see, we have 2, maybe 3 viewers. Get his bottle going?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you sit down and eat?
Okay. I know. Oh.
Oh, yeah. You see Leah the drop? Adriel's bottle, he gets his Similac, 3 scoops for 6 ounces, and 1 teaspoon rice oat. Sorry, not rice oat, it's grain oat, not rice. You gotta shake it really good. I need the baby for a second. He also gets a little dose of his Mylicon gas drops. This stuff, he makes a really funny face, but then if he realizes what it is, he'll actually swallow it. Hi, buddy. Here. Move your hands. The look on his face is you, but I'll swallow it, and I know it helps. Bottle's going right now. We have the bottle going. I remember when you had to have the medication for thrush. Oh my gosh, he'd spit that out. We have to give him little doses and give him some formula and nasty stuff. And the Tylenol when he was sick for a short time, right after his shots, we were giving him some Tylenol. He didn't like the liquid Tylenol for children, which supposedly tastes good. He didn't like it till like the very end, and he must have realized, hey, every time I take this, my leg stops hurting. So He's gonna go chill on his pillow while his formula heats up and eat. He had just eaten like 3 hours ago, right as I was picking him up. Yeah, Dave. I can't comment from this Amazon tablet.
Please let Mama eat. I've not eaten since morning. I ate it this morning, since afternoon. I forgot to take my lunch with me to work.
Happens, so I'm gonna read a YouTube guide here. My phone afterward. I just really want to press the comment.
This one subscriber this evening.
It was Adriel's account.
But is that his account, not Kate's account?
Hi, Rita. Love that's Grandpa's sister. Priscilla, we had Goodwinner, we had Joanne, we had Gladi was watching. I wasn't on our Facebook one watching. I was watching off the StreamYard, so it doesn't tell me when people join. You finish all your water today?
No.
Oh, bad Tina.
I have to stop taking the coffee. I'm just drinking coffee throughout.
You need water, then drink 1 cup at home and don't drink any more. It's gonna make you not drink water, that's not good. People probably also getting fussy because he wants bath. Gotta have an evening bath ritual. I start working 12 to 10s, that's gonna be interesting for Tina. No dada in the evening for a bath, it'll be World War III.
Oh.
Normally watching Leo the truck makes him a little bit quieter. You guys are hungry? Yeah.
I remember, like, especially when she goes out and brings anything, we just collect it and eat it.
Here, hold on. Here, a little bit. Hello, buddy. What's this? Tina, can you reach it? Good stuff. Look at the good stuff. Dada makes a great bottle, huh? Mosquito bite up here. Other ones are from him, just rubbing and rubbing. He rubs his eyes when he's really tired. I'm tired. Adriel, your babysitter, Diana, says when we put you down at night, you should be sleeping till 5 a.m. You should not be waking up at 2 and 3 wanting food. We need to take your babysitter into consideration here. Come on. Adriel apparently had a really good day today. Oh, yeah, you take that bottle out of his mouth for 2 seconds to even burp him. Oh, he'll act like he's never getting it back.
Thank you for making all these meals for
I wish there was a better way that we could pick the meals. What I would do is I'd pick like 5 completely different meals and just cook them all day, one day, starting at like noon. I would have started at noon, like I had said, but I forgot to take out the meat out of the freezer last night. So by the time it was thawed out, it was like 3. So I floated in some ice water, and it was completely thawed. But I knew 2 hours wasn't enough, or really an hour and a half to cook anything before I had to go pick him up. So while I'm out tomorrow, I'll go drop off the containers, even though I'm not picking up eggs. Still have 3 dozen. We haven't been eating as quick as we thought. Yeah. We're finally amputating both arms. Sorry.
Be careful what you use your mouth to say. I keep on telling you this. Okay.
Got a little bit grocery shopping tomorrow too. They need probiotics and everything. I eat the rest of this later. I am kind of full. Not too hungry right now. So I might have dinner.
That was a lot of rice, but then the meat wasn't a lot.
Well, rice is cheaper and more filling.
The meat wasn't.
Had we got the 4-person meal instead of the 2-person, there would have been a lot more.
Oh, we could have just bought some at Walmart.
Some ground pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is cheaper. If you only want to make 1 meal, this is cheaper. If you don't want any leftovers, this is cheaper. If you want leftovers, then yeah, buy like the actual product. Don't worry, this is not getting any points for how it looks, but it's going to taste good later.
Are you sure it's okay to put the bread in the soup?
Hold on. Yes. Buttered garlic bread, it's fine, okay? That's that real quick. We have a giant pot in here.
It's all done.
Yeah,
All done. There's none in it. There's none in it. You need to calm down. It's all done. There you go, Vicky. Okay, good job. Now Mama has to eat. Okay? Good sleepy. Let Mama eat and then we'll go shower. Okay? Shower, shower. I took my soup out. Don't worry.
Are you going to eat your lunch tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't remember which meal, but one of them came with a New York cheesecake also. Maybe we can try that on. Keep our stove light on overnight on low. It's a really good night light. Magic lactose free milk. Tastes a little bit sweeter too.
He said he loves that butter roll. Yeah, he does.
What?
Dave said like he loves that
Oh,
butter. He's full.
He's full and getting tired, and he's ready for a shower with Dada. Maybe one of these days, like, put his little onesie on him, and I'll wear a shirt and some shorts, and we'll go into the bathroom, and you can see us this little routine that we do in front of the mirror. And it doesn't matter how fussy he is, how tired he is, he starts laughing. So we sing "Who's the Baby in the Mirror," huh? We kind of dance around, and you get to look at the baby in the mirror. Yeah.
He really knows, like he notices the camera.
Yeah, he knows when something's up. Oh, he's getting up a little. Did you burp him, hon?
No.
Yeah. Give us a brag.
Look at the way Adriel is looking at the camera. What do you see in the camera? What do you see in the tired? I know, Mama too is tired.
Which shoulder do you want up?
Yeah. Mama is also tired. They all tired.
Yeah, you wake us up at 2 a.m. and Dada's up with you for 30 minutes. Can't be doing that, buddy, when I gotta get up at 5 a.m. soon. No, I have to be at work at 5, so I'll be getting up at 3:30 if there's no traffic. So Dave, what time is it there? I don't recall where you were from. You remember where Dave's from?
Adriel,
He just ripped out her earring.
Adriel, we need to talk about this. Mama likes big hair earrings. You need to stop ripping it off. But
He's rubbing his eyes. He's tired. He wants a shower. It's a shower. 9:16. So you're an hour ahead. So you're East Coast. Connecticut. Can't really read that. 9L1. Sorry. Okay. I get what you're saying. 9:16 in Connecticut. So this is the phone. He put an L by accident. So I'm like 9L16. I guess I should respond to my egg dealer here real quick.
I just wanted to see how
Yeah, I'll respond to her. All right, everyone, we're going to take off for tonight. Dave, if you do get Facebook eventually, even if it's just to hang out with us on Facebook, it's Chris and Tina Montgomery, just like YouTube. For everyone else, thank you for joining also. What was that?
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please subscribe to YouTube, everyone. We need all the help we can get there. But we'll come live again at some point tomorrow. We'll do another live video. But everyone, we're off for tonight. Thank you again. Have a good night.